there, World of Tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Edrodals Blitz, and in today's video, we are going to be playing in an absolute scam of a tank, the Shinobi, otherwise known as the Shinobi. Why is this vehicle a scam? Well, it's very simple. Wargaming tries selling it for absurdly high prices because it has a good credit coefficient. It is the price tag of 8,500 gold. Don't worry though, it's on sale from 14,000 gold. Yeah, no. If we were to go down to the tanks option, we can see that for the same price of 8,500 gold, you can get a fully equipped E75 TS with the legendary camo. I could get it for 6,500 gold without the legendary camo. So essentially, I can get a fully equipped tier 8, or I could, heck, get a Panzer 58 Moots, which is actually getting buffed in the next update, for 3,000 gold less than a tier 5 medium. Why is this tank sold for so much money? As I said, the credit coefficient is incredibly high. I'm pretty sure it is the highest credit coefficient in the game, behind maybe the Angry Connor. The problem with the Angry Connor is it's a pretty hard tank to do well in, where this vehicle is actually pretty okay. It's got a nice gun, decent mobility, and it looks really nice. I would definitely say that it has one of the nicest legendary camos in the game. Absolutely love the way it looks. But looks don't really matter if you're going for this tank specifically at a credit coefficient level. In my opinion, and I've said this many times in the past, this tank is a scam because it doesn't even earn as many credits as your average tier 8 premium. For example, we're going to play battle in this tank. We're going to do an average game probably, and then we're going to go pull out the E75 TS, which is the other tank that is comparable to price tag. And we're going to see how much credits we make in the tier 5 compared to the E75 TS. I bet you that there's not going to be that much of a difference. And if there's not that much of a difference, then what's the point of even playing in this tank? Here we are in battle number 1. This is a pretty actually good lineup for this tank. I would say for the most part, this vehicle almost always fights tier 6s because tier 5 is a lot less played than tier 6. So it would only make sense that you're up tiered a lot. Now, this game, we are up against an AMX-12T, a Basotto, MT-25. Okay, so they are probably all going to go towards this side of the map. I can't imagine they go anywhere else with just that tier 6 lineup alone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay quite passive. As you can see, the majority of our team is kind of mid. So yeah, I'm just going to chill here for now. We got the 2 in heavy crossing, can't get a shell on him. Our P43 is kind of chilling in the back, but he's got pooped on a little bit. What I'm hoping is that maybe I can use this bush as a bit of cover. And, well, okay, there you go. Nice shot into the high score. Let's back up, and you know what? I'll take a little bit of damage. If that high score is just going to sit there, I'll take another pen. There you go. Another easy shot into his vehicle for 140. And, this is a pretty okay game so far. Let's aim in. There you go. Unfortunately, that shell went a bit too low, but not the end of the world. Let's take another blind shot. Hopefully that penned the AMX. If it didn't, oh well. Let's just make our way into the front line. This is one of the only things about tier 5s and 6s that is kind of mediocre is view range. Yeah, you don't have any of that. Like, you literally have no view range in a low tier vehicle, which sucks because obviously you need to spot your opponents, but yeah, oh well. Let's see, we got the 34 running away. Maybe we can get a shell into him. Boop, there you go. Nice shot. We low rolled it, but I'll take it. 3, 2, 1, and let's see. Boop. Wow, we actually got an HE into the AMX-12T. That's a bit surprising. Alright, well, am I going to be able to get another shell out? Yes, I am. Boop. There you go. Nice tap once again. With that, our AMX is probably going to pen the MT. Yep, he does. And there you go. Easy shot. 200 roll. And 5, a 4, a 3, 2, a 1, and poob. There you go. Alright, so not a bad battle at all. We did over 1,000 damage, which for a tier 5 is pretty good, I'd say. That's about what you're probably going to average in this tank if you're okay at the game. And, well, maybe we'll be able to get some damage into the KV-1. I think we actually might... No, never mind. That Basotto on our team just absolutely pooped his hit points. But I think... No, never mind. That ELC is probably going to get the kill before we are. But I'm going to try. Speeb. Come on. Ah, rip. Didn't get any more damage out, but it wouldn't have made a huge difference. We got 2 kills, which is a decent amount. We did 1,100, which, as I said, is pretty average for tier 5. And let's see how many credits we made. So here we are. taking a look, and I would say maybe 60,000. Yeah, 67,000 credits, so total of 66,016. Okay, so pretty average game for Tier 5, pretty average credits to what I predicted. Now let's go into Tier 8 and pull out the E75 TS, which is the other tank in the comparison here. And let's see how many credits we earn with this vehicle. Now, the E75 TS is 3 tiers higher, which means, at least for me personally, it's an enjoyable tank. If you enjoy seal clubbing down at Tier 5, then obviously you do you. But for me, I feel like it's cheaper, and the fact that you also are 3 tiers higher is kind of ironic. Alright, here we are in our Tier 8 game, and this is actually a pretty good lineup. Okay, we got Double Annihilator, though. That's a little cringe, not gonna lie. We got a VK100, T69. Okay, I mean, they have a decent lineup. It really depends where our team goes. I prefer going towards A side, and because I am the Tier 8 Super Heavy, I would kind of hope I could sway the team towards going to A side, but, well, it looks like our Annihilator player is being an Annihilator player and ignoring the rest of the team. Oh well. We're going to go towards A and see what we can do. In a top tier matchup like this, I really want to try and clear the mediums in an immobile heavy like this, because obviously mediums are going to be my biggest threat. So yeah, we're going to go towards A side. Now the E75 TS is a very nice gun, 8.4 second reload, 310 alpha. It also features 10 degrees of gun depression, as you can see, and very solid armor. I actually really enjoy the tank. I will say I enjoy the Keeler a bit more because it has more alpha with very similar armor, but this tank is still very nice, and it's honestly kind of an underrated vehicle. Now, I'm not selling this tank at all, I should point that out. Just saying that it is actually it's a pretty solid vehicle for everything considered. Alright, let's see what we can do. So we got the Centurion in the back. He probably spotted me, maybe not, but I'm not going to be able to pen him. I'm glad that I didn't go towards C or D, because we can see the entire team that went that way. And I can't imagine it would have gone that well for me if I had gone there solo. So, let's see. We got the SU-152 right here. Let's over-angle the side, so it's going to be a hard pen. Yes, 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 yes. And at this point, I don't even think he can pen us. Let's just face hug him here and make sure that he can't shoot me in the weak spot. I don't really care about that Centurion. There you go. He doesn't pen me at all. We finish off the SU-152, and with that, we've already done a pretty decent job here. Alright, well, let's push up. The Centurion really doesn't scare me, if I'm going to be completely honest. Oh, but that does scare me a lot. Alright, nice roll onto the Centurion. And Super Hellcat, bro, maybe you could, you know, let me back up. There you go. And what are we going to do here? Well, I mean, the AT doesn't seem like he's even penning me that much. And if I can just get into a side scrape like this, I can't imagine we're going to be penned that much as it is. It's really the Annihilator on the side I'm going to have to be more worried about, which you can see here. But it looks like he shoots actually my teammate, which does make sense. We got the another Annihilator right here. Let's get a nice pen on him. He only pens one shot on us. We still have a pretty decent chunk of our team alive too, so I can't say we're doing all too bad at all. What are we going to do here? Well, we got another Annihilator off to the side. That's more what I expect from Annihilators. Just absolute cringe. I mean, really, what a stupid tank. Alright, let's get a nice shell into the AT-15A. He's got a damaged gun. I mean, man's not doing all too well. I'm going to focus that Annihilator if I can. Let's get another shell into the AT. Let's put on our adrenaline as well, and just kind of sit in a side-scraping position. I'm hoping that we can get some bounces here. There we go, one nice pen. And he also bounces me. Again, you can see the armor on this vehicle doing its job. And now it looks like the other Annihilator is trying to YOLO me, so I'm going to get some shells into him as well. There you go. Gonna start side-scraping towards him. Angle, angle, angle. Let's get another pen into him. Goodbye. Man's dead. Still alive, by the way. I should point that out. We get a nice bounce from the Centurion. And in this point in time, we're going to go for another shot into the Annihilator. The fact that we've even lived this long is honestly pretty impressive. I'm a bit disappointed in our team. They haven't done anything, really. If we lose this, I'm just going to be really sad because we put in so much effort for this battle. It's really down to our Annihilator here, but I don't think we're going to lose this. Oh boy. But we're up on 4 bases, and even though we have 2 pretty mediocre Tier 7s being the T23 E3s, it's not really going to matter in my opinion, because this Annihilator is is not going to kill him. Our T-23E3 is going to, and with that, we have so much base cap that it doesn't matter. So this will be a win. So I'm pretty confident that we're going to make more credits in this battle, even with a death, than we would have with the other game. And that's as simple as it is. I mean, we did a good job this battle. We completely held off against the enemy team. 987, and done. 1,000 on the base cap, and they also get the kill. So, not bad from our team. They brought it back. I was a little worried there because, I mean, I was holding off those guys for so long. I was really hoping we'd get a quicker victory, but let's see. We did 3,800 damage dealt. We blocked 2,500, and for credits, we made 134,000, and that is even with my tank being destroyed. We didn't even get an ace. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I personally believe that it is an absolute waste of credits to play in a tank, for example, like the Shinobi. It's a waste of gold to play in the Shinobi. It's just a waste of money. Do not spend your money on the tank. If you already own tier 8 premiums, you're going to make more. Just because you think that the tank is good does not mean it is. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.